Cool. Okay. I'm not trying to rush anybody. I just wanted to.
Yeah, gotta know. You gotta know so that you know.
Okay, so we're at the military base. That's nice.
Oh
We're
yeah,
not just at the military base, buddy.
we're in it.
We're
We enlisted.
they enlisted.
What?
Okay, so here's the scoop.
We have to go at least to a 3-month boot camp process.
Apparently not. Okay, you have all made it to the Iron Fey Nation at the behest of your matron, Zabilna, but, otherwise known as Igwal, the Witch Queen. But she has turned her back on that love. Perhaps, as it turns out that her old enemy and lover, Rosette's the Demon Lord of Indulgence, has now taken residence within the Palace of Heart's Desire at Zabilna's invitation, for she seeks the contracts of Azagarat, important documents of lore that she made long ago that are in his possession that he requires for the completion of some great power. The more time she spends with this individual, who knows what kind of warpings he may do upon her mind. In the meantime, all of you ran into Archmage Mordenkainen, one of the most famous spellcrafters and mages in all of the worlds. And you managed to sort of coerce him into your party through blackmail, like, yeah, you help us, we help you. And he's like, fine. With that, you went on a couple of adventures. You got to the Iron Fey Nation. You learned what a car was. You had a little walk down the street. And let's see what else happened. You had scryed upon, Commander Dertas, an important man within the military who was connected to this Iron Fey task force known as the Gene Fishes. Almost forgot about them, didn't you? But yes, the Gene Fishes, the most elite members of the military, individuals who are trained at the brink to undergo stresses and combat situations better than any other warrior in the world. The Gene Fishes, who they have been sent to get you guys, but alas, you are in their home soil, so they don't know where you are. You guys found your way onto the military base by talking to a couple of the cyberpunky individuals in the underworld. You found yourself sneaking through the sewer system that a previous infiltration team of mercenaries failed to fully utilize. You snuck through there, utilized the power of Mordenkainen's seeming to make yourselves appear as the soldiers around. You got put on guard duty by one of the sergeants there. But the moment he left, you guys left your posts. Not very good military people, but that's okay. You're not here for that purpose. You guys, actually, Lana, very, very expertly using her tinkering abilities, was able to place a very subtle mishap in one of the machines in the main energy plant to buy you guys some distraction time. You also found a couple of darklings that were sort of hiding out in the sewers. They relayed to you that they got sort of trapped in the kingdom and they've been taking refuge ever since, but you weren't able to convince them to come out into the sun with you guys, as they don't seem to like the sun very much. They did relay to you that there is some dangerous stuff going on in this military base, big weapons being made, stuff that could threaten all of the Sele. You made your way further into the military base. You figured out how doors work, the bane of all adventuring parties. And you made your way into another sort of military command posty kind of place. And you found, lo and behold, Commander Dertas. You guys started fucking with his shit. Trixie charmed him, so he seemed very open to sharing his plans with her and told her about the weapon they're making. This missile, as he calls it, a massive missile that has 10, maybe 100 times the power of a single fireball spell. And they're going to launch it right at the Sele court tomorrow, as today is weapon testing day. If they succeed, they're going to wipe out the Sele Court before the war even fully begun. So the party looked at that. They said, that's not too good. Maybe we should do about something about that. They let Commander Dertos go, but not before they convinced Mordenkainen to like wreck his computer with a shocking grasp. And that's where we're at. So Trixie, Lana, and Brock, you guys stand with Mordenkainen, seemed looking out at that sort of launch pad in the distance. What do you do?
We've got a day, right? That's when
No, we really have like 40 minutes because that's when Dertos is going to realize I charmed him. So we have to blow everything up
Can we get under?
really quickly.
Can your dark
Well, I could do
thing
that.
help us get underground? Is it then? Didn't you? I'm so sorry. I thought you said that the bomb was underground.
Yeah, it's over there. It's underneath that.
So do we need to go into the sewers to get to it? I guess is what I'm asking.
I think we can probably maybe just go over there, and I don't know.
You mean just run over there?
Yeah, because even if we have to use the sewers, I'm sure there's a sewer over there as well.
Oh,
Hopefully.
That's.
I mean, that sounds great to me. I'll do it right now.
And at some point, should we contact Sibilna and let her know what's going on so maybe she could warn people?
Well, they were gonna shoot at the Sele Court, which I don't know. We could try. I don't think they'll listen to her.
They don't have to, but it might be nice if they owed her a favor. The warning's a favor.
I think Brock has the talkie thing.
Yeah, I can send a message. I don't think
Unless
I've sent one today.
Unless I'm wrong, I'm just trying to think of how Fey things seem to work.
I can let her know, but the clock's ticking. Okay, I'll pull out the sending stone.
All right.
Just remember, like 100 times the size of a fireball.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Aimed at the Sele Court tomorrow.
Found their weapon 100 times the size of a fireball. Planned launch tomorrow. We're going to try to stop it before then.
Sele Court. I don't know if you have words left.
To Celanese.
Okay. I actually need to check something to see how she's doing. Real quick.
She just responds back, I don't care.
It's too late. It's not even her on the other end.
Let them burn. It's her response.
Let them burn. I shall rise from the ashes. No, I mean, maybe we'll see.
I shall be queen of embers.
I will be the queen of the scorched earth.
Oh gosh.
That's the end game right there.
Then we know she's gone too far if she's finally agreeing to our name.
Right.
Yeah, she's finally cool with it. Something's really wrong.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. You receive. Thank you for the warning. I'll use that intelligently. If you can stop it, please do. But remember, what you know is important. Return alive.
All right. She said if we can stop it too, but to not die, which is the plan.
Yes, that would be a great plan. So I guess we just run over there, try to time some explosion, and then
Unless there's a way to make us invisible, then yeah, I guess we just walk up and start blowing
I mean, we
things
look
up.
like soldiers, so
We look like soldiers, so. Alright, let's go.
we can
This
do
guard right here
that
is like
march
looking at you
running I've
all.
seen them doing.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. He looks like he might be asleep. He's like,
All right. How do we want to do? Can I look over the edge? How far down is the drop?
Can we just climb down?
pretty far. Ooh. About 30 feet.
That's not that bad.
Or Mordenkainen says, we could just walk out the door.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Since you're the
alright.
expert in doors,
Yeah, I guess, supposedly. I don't know. Doors are difficult. You guys all proceed outward. I'm trying to find a cool improv-y way how fucking Nithroyal can suddenly find you in the middle of this. I have no fucking clue. Then why don't I leave it to you? Nithroyal, how you were at the palace helping out with Zybilna, and Rasputin's like, all right, it's I think you should go help out everyone else. How do you get here?
After inventing cough drops, I will be
Nice.
in the middle of the shit. Oh, okay, so you guys are currently trying to leave, right? Everything has been put in place, or no?
No, they're about to go try and take down the bomb.
Understood. Okay. I think with the use of I'm trying to think of how this would work.
you're telling me you're not one of the guards?
That's
Come on, Mr. Illusion, what are you doing?
Yeah, I had like a more theatrical approach, but I think yeah, as you're like walking by one of the guards, you just hear like a very slight whispery French voice say, "Have you found the bomb yet? Have you found it?"
Oh, very yeah, you know what? There we go. That's it. You guys all turn around and realize this guard has been listening to you this entire time, and you guys all have this moment of like, are we gonna have to kill this person? And then you hear it like the French accent come through.
Yes. It's like, well, all of this deliberating, and you still seem to not know where it is. I haven't found it either, but that is beside the point.
We know where it is. We just have to get over it. It's over there, right under the round thing in the ground.
Very well. Then I shall escort you. And she holds like the fucking rifle and shit. Like, it's not a real rifle by any means.
I mean, we're all still like disguised as guards, right? That didn't wear off.
We all
Yeah,
look
you're all
like
still
guards.
guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
I'll
forgot
just-
that we were
just
still past
be-
those guards.
I'll just be the vanguard. Yes, yes. front one.
The front one.
Follow me. And she says in like a gruff voice, trying to fit in.
I follow.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Lead the way.
All right.
She starts like marching, like
High knees.
yeah.
All right. So all right, Queen of the Flock. I don't know. What are you doing? Where are you taking them?
I kind of like as I'm walking forward, I'm like, you said it was that way, that way.
Doesn't actually know.
I point to the way we came in.
All
right.
Right.
You guys going back through the junkyard?
Yeah.
Because I think the other way would be not the right side of where we want to exit. Right.
All right. Let me get. God, I don't know where to put you guys. I'll put you over. I guess I could do like a column situation. Okay. I'm gonna put. Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you? Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. You guys easily find your way back out of the junkyard. Make your way through the doors where there's no guards. And the doors are just like wide open. Haven't been closed since you guys have arrived. All right. You just gonna walk over?
Yeah, when we walked over from the first compound, there was another trail that led off over there.
Yeah.
Trying to
You just
remember.
gonna follow
Yeah.
the trail there.
Yeah.
Okay. You go walking through the desert. Let's see if anything happened while you're walking through the desert. Nope. All right, you guys walk through the desert. You guys are gonna get to here. Mordenkainen complains a little bit about his feet, mostly. Where's this? This is parked by now. Soldier says, halt. They approach you.
I just whispered in Mithril. Assisting with testing today. Assisting with testing today.
We are
Clearance.
Clearance. This comes from all the way at the top.
All right, show me your clearance then.
Just say the word. Just say the word. I'll take them both out right now. Just
Shut up.
Mordecai says, yes, say the word. I'll take him out
Sh-
too.
sh- sh-
We'll do it together.
You will have respect of my authority. Now, officer, I assume you're military, right? Officer, right? Good to
They
go.
look at each other. They go, yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your
Walter.
what's your authorization number, right? What's your personnel number?
You want my authorization number or my personnel number?
Definitely your personnel number.
P176092. What's yours?
P87294.
bigger
Make a
number.
deception check.
What? A deception? Okay.
Yeah.
A 19.
Okay. It says, and he goes, oh, okay. And what about your authorization?
So when I said that this came all the way from the top, do you think that a group like this would carry around a card to be identified by our enemy? Would you have me or my compatriots be identified by the Fey occupiers?
I'm just gonna charm post person on both of them.
Okay. Yeah, they're looking at each other. They're like, yes. And Trixie casts Charm Person at second level. All right, Wisdom saves for the both of them. Oh shit! One of them goes, Yeah. I mean, of course I. What is she saying? What is she whispering? The other guy goes, "Hang on." And he says, "You say you're. What do you mean by all the way from the top?"
Orders from Dertas.
Orders from Dertas. All right, maybe a persuade, maybe a deception check at advantage, Trixie, because this one's charmed by you.
You got this.
Oh,
You got it.
18?
Hey,
That's really good for Trixie.
That's great for Trixie. He goes, the commander said them. They probably good to go through. And the other guy goes, standard protocol is to, especially for this site, it's to get the their authorization codes. Only black card members are allowed. Like, that sounds like a bar. Never mind, that's stupid. He says only certain authorizations are allowed into this site. You know that. And he goes, you really want to piss off Commander Dertas? Yeah, no, that's fair. You go. The other guy goes, they're just as soldiers. Weren't we supposed to have a new security detail coming in today?
Listen, guys, we're already late for maintenance duties. So if you could please have this conversation while we're not here, I'm sure
the guy goes,
Commander Dertas would appreciate it.
You're right. Go on through. And the other guy goes, fine, but I'm gonna check in with security just to make the extra sure. And the other guy goes, fine, just let's let him in. And then he lets you again.
Yeah.
So you guys walk in.
Yeah.
This guy goes into what looks to be like this sort of like gate place, whatever.
The other one
To his
stays
tiny
out there?
shack.
To his tiny stone shack. That's right.
The other one stays out there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be really quick.
Yep. I would like to go into the shed.
You're gonna
Oh.
follow him in?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, follow him in. You open the door. You follow him in. He's sitting at like the computer. You walk in, and he turns around. And he says, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And he like brings his hand to his side.
Oh. And he'll the image will put its weapon down and kind of shake its head. Listen. I didn't mean to give you a hard time, but you know, tensions are high, especially this close to launch. And I understand you're just doing your job, but you know, we are trying to do our job just like you. So if you don't put us through any hoops, we won't put you through any hoops. Matter of fact, I'll send you in for a recommendation. Yeah. I'll give you an Iron Elf Achievement Award.
Make a deception check.
Are they about to kiss right now?
Oh my god!
Actually, your eyes.
Take off your helm. Let's kiss.
28.
28. He goes, Iron Elf Achievement Award. It must be pretty prestigious. I haven't even heard of that.
Well, we haven't been in war in a long time, and they're looking for people to award that to, and I can't think of anybody better than the people guarding our greatest weaponry.
Do people with this award usually get put up for recommendation to join the Jane Fishers?
Some have in the past, back in the Nam days. Yeah.
What is Nom? What does that mean?
You're probably too young for that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Anyway,
only
sorry.
100, right?
Just an old timer.
That's an old timer. Well, hey, I listen. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Hey, maybe when are you off duty?
Should be 1800.
1800 what?
Oh
What
shit.
does that mean?
Old school time. Sorry. That'll be later this evening. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You get off this evening. All right. Well,
Yeah.
hey,
yeah.
maybe I'll see you over at maybe I'll see you at the mess.
Hey, yeah. Hopefully they don't serve that shitty chicken again, right?
Oh, it's always the shitty abyssal chicken.
I'm telling you. I don't know if they add the spice or if that's the fucking abyss.
You know, I could never get him to tell me if it actually is some kind of abyssal chicken or if it's just so bad that he claims it's from hell.
You're a good kid, man. Hey, keep up the good work. I see you going bright places, okay?
All right, all right.
Why don't you
Thank
take
you,
a load
sir.
off, okay? We
All
should be the
right.
last people coming in for a while.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Hopefully I'll see you around.
All right. And then she'll just like pick up her fake gun and just walk out with it on her shoulder.
And to your luck, he entirely forgets to make the call because he's so fucking wound about this award that doesn't exist.
Oh shit!
He's like, I gotta get an achievement award. Fuck yeah, man. He's like, I'm gonna be a cheap fisher, man. I'm gonna get accommodated for a cheap fisher award. So okay,
Like-
you smooth that over.
Yeah, I kind of lean over to the party and like, that should be taken care of. Y'all don't know if I killed
What
him.
was taken care of?
Don't ask any questions. I solved the problem.
Looking around.
What problem? They let us in.
They were going to call security on our asses. So honestly, we have more time. So be thankful.
Does it look like there's any sewers or entrances to below that we can see?
I gotta figure that out. Honestly, been a minute since I've looked at this
Freaking
map.
door in the floor.
What we need is a
We're in
spell
the-
that would allow us to walk through walls. Or
Damn, that would be pretty convenient.
or
think I-
roll through earth.
Ooh,
Make
think
me make me an investigation or perception check there, Trixie, if you're looking for ways to get in.
I have a way.
That isn't disintegrating the ground.
29.
Not that one.
29. Good job. You look around. You see this for what it is. Commander Deritos said as much over here. This big thing here. This is a giant door. You suspect that people don't go in and out of this door. You see two other things. You see these doors right here that are definitely probably more meant for man to go up and down in and out of the earth, probably to the facility around the actual weapon. And lastly, you see these sewer grates over by this parking area. Or they're not sewer grates per se, but they're some kind of grate, for sure. There's two entrances as far as you can tell.
I point those out, but I say the two doors over there are surrounded by those things that they're using that like Deritos had in his room that he was like looking at. So maybe start there. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I'll go wherever. Gonna start with those.
Are there any cameras around?
What's the camera?
Yeah, we
Oh.
know what that is.
Are-
Scrying. Like we would think to look for that maybe, but
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay, let's go figure out this door.
I have an idea.
An idea?
Yeah. Y'all said it was like that one?
So there's two. There's this that may or may not be a way in, but it seems almost like a vent, almost more than anything. But
Okay.
these look to be like proper entrance and exit doors because, like Trixie said, there are these machines next to them, like the ones that were in Deritos's office. That might be a more accurate way or a more proper way in and out. Proper entrance exit.
Okay.
I will go over to those doors.
All
Can I
right.
go over to the strange moving picture glass?
Sure, you can go to the moving picture glass. It throws at the moving picture glass. What about anybody else?
I'm going with Trixie to the doors.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Choose your own adventure story has begun. All right, you guys are over by these doors. They look to be big and made of metal. And they look like they open somehow.
Are
Do they
those
have 3 buttons like
three?
buttons?
They're 3-button combination.
It does not appear to be so. No, in fact, it looks to be like slightly more complicated. There's like tons of buttons and script on the page and slots and slides and shit.
We all just look at Lana.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at this thing real quick. See if I can grab the all-purpose tool out. If I can't figure it out, maybe I can hotwire it. Or something.
Okay.
If I'm trying to get into a door, theoretically there has to be a mechanism that works. So if I can't get into the computer, I should be able to get into the physical door in theory. At least that's kind of what we're going to try to do here.
Or at least you can loosen it up and then I'll pop the rest of it open.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and get through the physical door, or do you want to try and figure out the computer?
Can I take a quick, 30 seconds to try to figure out the computer? And the only reason I suggest it is if we just bust the door down, it's going to make an alarm. Maybe figure this out, maybe it's quieter. Give me 30 seconds.
You could do like a preliminary look at the computer, but you're not going to figure anything. You're not going to fully figure out any problems in 30 seconds, right? You could look it over and start to begin to grasp how it works. Absolutely.
All right, let's go with that. Am I rolling? Investigation?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you investigation.
17 plus 10 is a 27.
27. You go up to it. You sort of look it over. You very haphazardly look at the buttons. You see buttons definitely have symbols on them. You suspect the symbols are language. You click one of the buttons and it appears on the screen. You're like, okay, so the letters are for doing all of this, and you start figuring out how all the buttons work. You basically spend the time. You look at the script, haphazardly clicking buttons to try and figure out how it works. I'm gonna say with a 27, you're able to sort of figure out the hieroglyphics that make up the writing on the actual keyboard, and you basically figure out how the keyboard works in 30 seconds.
All right.
For the most part, there's some buttons that you just don't know what they do, but you figured out the most important ones.
See if I can open the door.
Physically, or begin inspecting the doors. I mean,
is the computer connected to the door? My understanding is that the computer is connected to the door.
With a 20, whatever the hell you rolled, 28. You're
27.
pretty sure that the computer is connected to the door. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, let's see if I can figure out how to use the computer to open the door so that we can get in quiet like.
All right.
Hopefully you speak their language.
Or at least there's a picture of a door opening.
Yeah.
Or I think what I'm trying to go off of is her ability to recognize patterns and symbols. So she's approaching the language as hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
I don't.
And it is.
Yeah, this
basically.
is. I don't expect this is going to be oh hey 15. I know this is not going to be easy. But I don't know what else to do. So.
Yeah, so you begin working away. I'm going to carry over your investigation now that you're spending more time on the computer. You basically recognize that it's connected. You go, okay, I'm going to commit the time to it. So we're gonna hold your 28 roll, and it's just gonna be a matter of time. So while Lana's poking and prodding the computer and trying to utilize it in some way to get you through the doors, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Yes.
See if we can manually open the door some way.
Okay.
I have one idea.
All right, well, I'm gonna hang with Trixie for a second. So Trixie, you want to try and manually open the door?
I mean, I can help.
Like,
I'm-
if there's buttons, like I might try pushing. Like, I don't mean like try to lift the door necessarily.
Oh.
You can. There's 2 doors here.
Yeah, you can give it a shot if you want to, Brock.
Oh, I have the chime of opening.
Ah!
I forgot about that, and I still have charges left.
Do you use it?
Yep, I'm gonna use that.
Okay. So Lana, you're like, okay,
Time
well,
is
like,
up. Yeah.
X bracket 4R56. Okay, I think I'm starting to get it, guys. You guys just hear this ding from behind you, and the door is just.
I forgot I had this, guys.
Incredible.
That's very efficient.
Oh, how
The
wonderful.
computer just says like access granted. Like you're like halfway through what you were doing, and it just says access granted on the screen.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
So much better that way.
But I'll hop in.
Beat. Get down there, you bear. Okay, who else is going in?
Me.
I want to go in last so that I can cover everyone.
Mordenkainen is going in. You going in there, Lana? Or
Yeah.
whatever your fucking name is, Nithroyal?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Appreciate that.
Sorry, your name on Zoom is Ouroboros, so I'm
Oh,
trying to use my
makes
memory.
sense.
So as it opens, essentially how it works, I can't demonstrate everything in Tailspire, but as it opens, there's these platforms immediately down. So you guys kind of step on, like, okay. And then they go, when they start to lower you down. So, can we do this? No, it's not going to work. There we go. You guys begin, actually, I got to change the music now. Because we're not in cute drawing fucking mode or whatever. We're in, I don't know. Oh, Ghostly Grounds. Okay, we're not doing that. Techno Mystics. I like it. I'm going to turn this off because we're in cyberpunk times now. Okay, you guys are suddenly immersed. You make your way downwards into the earth. You see platforms. You see people walking left and right, moving here and there. You get to the end of the platform. Step off. There's a guard waiting for you downstairs, and for now it's just a small cement room, multi-floored small cement room. Right, it's a little hard to give you guys the full visual here, but I'm doing my best, I promise. Okay, so this is where you're at right now. Sort of walk in. They just sort of like nod to you as you enter, the guards, but here you are. What you like to do now? You want to go up the stairs? You want to try and go through the door?
Dear. Where do they like branch off different directions or?
Yeah, the stairs seem to like lead up, not terribly far, just sort of like a second floor within this actual room. And then there's like the doors to the front of you that look sort of like what you just came through. They look pretty, I don't know, they all may lead somewhere.
Maybe we try these doors.
The guard goes, "You want to try this door? You're going through this door?"
Yes. Yes, we're
All
going
right.
through this door.
One guy nods to the other guy. He turns around to the computer and goes, and then the door opens. Yeah, there you go. That's the sound effects you paid for. You wander through.
Thank you kindly, gentlemen.
They go, acknowledged. Have a good day.
Acknowledged.
For the Fade Nation. The Iron Fade Nation.
Iron Free Nation.
Let's go.
Over and out.
Over now. You guys find yourself in, as the door closes behind you, it's like a small storage room, but it leads down a tunnel to the left to a much more secure looking door, and to the right there's another sort of hatch.
Maybe more secure looking door.
It is to the left.
Yeah, this would sort of like down a tomb, and it was almost, I don't know, it looks kind of ominous in a way. But this one to the right is, you know, another heavily secured door like the one you just came through.
Hmm.
Anybody else?
So that's the only other entrance in here. What's on this storage cabinet or whatever?
Sure. You walk up to it. You're gonna go look at the cabinet. There are a couple of barrels, cardboard boxes, cylinders, tin cylinders. There's some glass casings. You have to open up everything up if you want to see it. Do you want to like open things up?
Is that a fucking bag of chips, dude?
Yeah, it's a bag of chips.
Yeah, I'll open up the cardboard box to see what's inside.
You open up the cardboard boxes, and inside are just like there's these the foam popcorn. It's like lots. So you open it up and there's foam. Basically, you open it up and you're like, oh, it's these strange pink pieces of material. The whole box is full of them.
Interesting. Like, do you guys want some of these? They are very squishy. And then she like trips and then drops whatever is in the box on the ground.
Oh no. And yeah, foam popcorn goes all over the ground. And coming out, you see ding, 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 that actually break. A couple of them actually break. But it's these weird, like you don't know how to make heads or tails of this. They're like metal gaskets, and some of them are like rod piecings. They're very intricate, but you have no idea their purpose, and they're now broken.
I'll kind of like take the things that look in, like one of each thing that looks interesting, and I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Lana, did they look at all?
Add miscellaneous engineering parts to your inventory, shall we say? Broken. Definitely broken.
Lana,
sure.
did they look at all important?
Did they look like replacement parts or?
Make it. Are you proficient with insight?
Actually, I believe I am. I am.
Why don't you make me like a proficient intelligence check then?
An intelligence check?
Yeah, intelligence check, add your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that's gonna
This is like a specialized insight check.
29.
29, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
How do you have 29?
Well, all right.
On a base intelligence check plus proficiency.
So, all right, my base intelligence is is a +5, right? And my
Right.
proficiency is +5. So if I roll a
Okay,
19, Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
29?
you're right.
Did I do it wrong?
No,
I'm sorry.
you're totally right. No, you're good. You're totally right. I guess I just had a brain kook moment. My brain was like, couldn't do the math,
Want
but
me to
you're
roll something
good.
else instead?
Definitely.
Or okay.
No, you're perfect. It was my fault. You're perfect. Yeah, you look at these and you know, like, you're from House Cannith. You like, not everything is magical based. Some of it is engineering. And you recognize that, yeah, these are like miscellaneous engine parts. They have been put in this place that is just sort of like, things have sort of been haphazardly stacked on top of each other. The boxes seem to be labeled, so you're sure that these things probably have a purpose, but they might be spare parts.
I will convey
If
that.
they might be useful, they might be spare parts. Probably spare parts.
I wouldn't mind taking a look and like actually examining them later, at another time,
Sure.
when we have time.
Mordenkainen says, "These blasted doors. We need a way through these doors that is a little bit more helpful than just your chiming thing is very good, but if we could find a way to get through these doors a little easier, that would also be helpful."
I have an idea.
All right.
So I want to cast
Goodbye.
Silent Image. No, yeah. 1 second.
And the images of the door being open.
Yeah, it looks like
The
open
image
now,
of an
guys.
open
Well,
door.
essentially, just like a hole, like through the door. Like it looks like a image of a hole through the door, and then I am going to use illusory reality to turn that hole real.
Let's see if we can make that happen, sir. Illusory reality. Okay, so very neat trick. I am gonna have to say that isn't going to quite work, however. Illusory reality allows you to... Nithra, are you paying attention in class? Okay, give me just a second.
Guess who?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, now that we're back in wizard class. So illusory reality allows you to animate a non-magical object that is part of your illusion. It doesn't allow you to subtract from the reality of something pre-existing. So you can make your illusions real, but you can't like loophole your illusions into making things that are real not real, if that makes sense.
That's interesting. Never thought about it that way.
So if you want to make a pen, you can add to reality. You can't subtract from reality.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. I never thought about it. Anyway.
Yeah, it has to be part of your illusion. The door itself isn't part of your illusion.
Did anybody watch the guy on the machine when he opened the other door?
I was gonna say that, but I didn't chime in when it happened, so.
I mean, he just like kind of hit some buttons. Can't be that hard, can't it?
Does anyone have detect thoughts? Does anyone have detect thoughts handy, or some divination magic perhaps that we could divine the answers to the riddles of how to get through these doors for us?
I do have detect thoughts.
We should steal and or murder one of these guards, and read their mind and get the answers of how to get through these blasted doors.
That's fair. That is
You have disintegrate? We could disintegrate them after. No one will ever know they existed.
I do have that one as well. That could be really.
I mean, we're gonna blow them all up anyways, so if they died 10 minutes earlier, it really doesn't.
And we're on a time limit anyway. What has it been since we've been traipsing around? Probably like 20 minutes now since you charmed him. Generously, 20 minutes.
Can we be whispering this plan? Because I'm remembering last time Lana couldn't be involved in any of the death plans.
Well, right. You don't like that kind of thing.
I'm gonna step aside and examine what's in the cart. Like I'm gonna go look through the parts. I want to go see what
he's actually talking to you, Lon. He goes, so tell me, let's understand that I'm a very intelligent individual. I'm sure we can figure this out. What is it that you don't like exactly?
So I took this oath,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not supposed to kill people first. I'm supposed to wait for them to kill me.
But
And
what
then
do
if
you
they run
know?
away, I'm supposed to let them run. And
What
if I
you
don't do
know
this,
they're-
Zybilna will be sad with me, and I don't want to make Zybilna sad.
Right. Okay, new plan. Let's ask them very politely to give us the codes, and then when they realize we're imposters, then we kill them.
Okay. How do
See,
we get?
you get what you want. We ask first. We're very nice about it first, but then when they give us no choice, we kill them. Does that work?
Sure.
How do we get
If
back
Zybilna
out?
gets angry, just I'll tell her it was your idea.
That's fine. That's fine. She won't care. I do it. All right.
Just knock on the door then? Because we're.
Ooh, yeah. I'll knock on the door.
Maybe we can just ask them to open all the doors so that they maybe we're inspecting, and it would be a lot faster if just the doors were open for our
Right.
inspection.
The door. Actually, the moment anyone approaches the door, it automatically opens from this side anyway.
Oh.
And as he kind of waits, like this guard sort of pokes his head around the corner. He goes, "Everything okay?"
No, it's not okay. Why isn't somebody at this door as well?
I don't know what's that. Sorry. He goes, "That door doesn't require it doesn't require a security post.
Oh.
That's
Alright.
it's just a storage room. I mean, it leads to the research labs, but there's a guard inside the labs."
Oh, okay. Call me old fashioned. We used to have people at every corner and every post back in the early days, but sorry about that. I mean, I've never worked one of these new doohickeys, so everybody else is laughing at me because I'm the oldest one here. Would you mind showing an old timer how to open that thing?
Make a deception or persuasion check. I'll let you choose.
Just say the word. Just say the word. I'll take him out right now. Just say it. He won't even feel a thing.
That'll be a 17.
17. Buddy goes, you don't know how to open the doors? Have you been
I
on
don't
leave for a long time?
Yeah. I don't even have one of them doohickeys. Back in my day, they we
You
talked.
keep saying doohickey. What is that?
Oh, it's just an old name. When I don't understand something, I just say doohickey.
God, you must be like 700 years old. Jesus. All right. Or if you just come over
750,
here.
Actually.
Here, fine. I'll show you how to open the doors.
All right.
Okay, fine. You come over here.
Now you can touch the screen.
Yeah, it's a touch screen. And he'll show you how to do it. He says, "Yeah, and he does that. And he goes, put in. All you have to do is you put in your you put in your ID number, and you put in your clearance code, and it should let you through the door."
All right. I sure do appreciate that. If the service that I've had here is anything like I've seen, then hell, I might put you up for an Iron Elf recommendation award.
Make a deception check. I fucking love this. This is gonna get around. They're gonna be like, I'm so fucking love it.
24.
24. He goes, an Iron Elf recommend. Really? Does I didn't know that those. Is that new?
No, it's something from one of the earlier wars. They used to give them out during times of war, but seeing as how
Very
this
quickly,
is,
very quickly. Pause. Make me a charisma check. Flat charisma.
This ain't good.
This is fine.
That'll be a 12.
Sure, why not? He goes back in Nom, right?
Yeah, back in Nom. So yeah, I told the damn guard up there. He acted like he didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
Oh, everyone's heard of Nom.
You goddamn right. I lost some good
Nom was some
friends in
tough
Nom.
times for the Iron Fey Nation.
I'm telling you. That's back when oil was 10 cent.
What? Oil? 10 cent?
My bad. 10 copper. My mind is
Right. 10 copper. 10 copper.
Oh,
Back when we used fucking Fey money.
yeah, real money, I say.
Now we're using proper paper money.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
shit on lines of credit now.
Uh-huh.
All right, you have a good day, sir. You're welcome.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Did
Okay.
did
He
you
opened
read his
it, right?
mind?
Made a buddy. Made a friend.
Yeah,
Did you
Did
read
you-
his mind? Yeah.
Did you watch him put in the code? Do you?
I did watch him, but he was kind of, he was like, well, you just put in your clearance code and yeah.
I think it was the personnel code and then the clearance code.
Yes.
We need both.
Mhm.
We have one guy's personnel code because he just told it to us at the gate.
True.
Or we could read minds and try to get somebody else's that's down here.
I like the music is kind of like techno and intense, and you guys are just trying to figure out how to get through it. Though.
Gonna fucking
Doors.
Can I walk towards either of these doors and see if they automatically open like the other one did?
Yeah,
I'm
the
assuming we're
other
on the
ones
wrong
don't.
side, but yeah.
Yeah, you're on the wrong side of these ones, unfortunately.
I'm
And I
about
will
to
say
just-
that this one down here looks much different, and it has like a keypad to the right, as opposed to this door that has like a full-ass computer.
I didn't even see that fucking door. Fuck.
Yeah, there's a door to the right with like a keypad. It's a different type of door altogether. It's like a sliding door.
What's
There's the door
through
you
that
just
hole?
came through. The door with the keypad.
Mhm.
That's what's through the door.
From where we are, which direction would the large door be, where the missile is? From here,
Like if you were heading toward the silo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think it's the one to the left.
which direction would
Probably
we
the
have to be
one.
going?
Probably the one that you guys are looking at with the computer.
Okay, this one. Okay.
Orientation wise.
I mean, we know the lab is the other way. I could use the chime to get in there because there might be good stuff to take in there. And they did say there was another guard in there. You could read that guard's mind for their code.
Yeah. I could just disintegrate the bitch right now.
Get the code
I could
first.
just disintegrate the bitch right now.
You want to get the code first, though, right?
All right.
She's really in character.
Don't get
Yeah.
disintegrate happy.
Yeah.
All right, one
Yeah,
more
yeah.
time, and then we'll try to get codes for the rest of the doors.
Okay.
I'll use one more of the on the heavy duty door,
Yeah, you go over to the lab door.
and then I'll
Or the
use
big door where the silo is.
All right.
Well, we know there's a guard on the other side of this door because he told us. So we do need a code. So it's either we go
Okay.
back to the other guards, and there's 2 of them,
Mm-hmm.
or we go in here and get their code.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I figured there's stuff we could take from here because it's a lab.
Yeah, true. Let's do it.
And just another friend you can make.
So
You just-
another.
Befriend the whole base.
Yes. Yes.
For
I,
1
uh,
hour, Trixie was the most popular person on base.
I know it'll never happen again. She's not popular. She uses the chime one more time.
All right. Ding! They look. Not that anybody's aware of this, but like the guys through the camera, he's got all his newspaper. He's like, "Oh, somebody's going to clear. Are they taking out a wind chime?" The door opens. She's like, "What the fuck?" And you guys get through the door. Oh, there we go. The door opens.
I hope that wasn't a countdown I just saw.
Oh boy, there are some people in here. I don't know why it's not populated entirely. Where am I?
Oh, they're
Fucking-
astronauts.
How about that beer I owed you, Mason?
Get down
It's a
there.
Half-Life
You
reference.
son of a
Sorry.
bitch. You get down there right now. You hear? Alright, sorry guys. And there he is.
I absolutely will not.
There's a guy sitting at a computer, working away. That's what you see, Trixie. The guy sort of like, the guy just sort of like keeps working away, doesn't acknowledge you as the door opens. Maybe he like turns his head slightly and sees you and just goes right back to work.
I'll walk in.
Okay.
I like the lawn chairs.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Get the fuck out.
It's a very crowded room.
It was a very crowded room. You do see that there are stairs that lead up and down, and that there is nothing else in the room that looks like an entrance or exit. But you do see 2 computer monitors, only one seem to be attended right now.
I mean, the computers. Trixie's not gonna do anything with the computer, so she'll go down the stairs. I don't know if anybody's coming with me.
Yeah, here, I'll follow you. I'll see you got the door open.
All right, you're following. Mordenkainen's following.
Say, how many more times can we use that chime?
Well, if the Nithral can get a code from someone, then we won't use it.
Are
I'm
you
gonna work
is
my magic.
Nithroyel and Lana following?
Absolutely.
All right, the guy starts to pay attention now. Like he's like, oh, 1 guard, whatever, working away, and then he sees like 4 more guards, and he's like, oh, it's definitely like that look of like, oh, someone's
He's
in
in
trouble.
trouble.
Like, you know, this is drama. This is drama on base. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, you guys march by following Trixie. I'm just gonna use Trixie to represent everyone. Go down the stairs, Trixie. Go see what's up. Go forth, little butterfly. You will walk down here. You're gonna see a couple more science pukes working away. Their computers and such. Got 3 people down here. Yeah, they're just fucking, what is all this shit? There we go. Yeah, they're all just working away. You see tubes and wires and cogs, things sort of filed off on the ground. I'm gonna get rid of these goddamn chairs. Large pieces of machinery off in the corner, all just sort of working. And then, you know, as all the guards sort of come down the stairs, they all turn and look. One of them says, "Is there a problem? Shall the launch not, is there something wrong with the launch?"
Why am I walking first?
I think he's using you to represent all of us, right?
Yeah, you're all following Trixie, so.
Okay.
True, true.
What seems to be the problem?
Just here to make sure that there isn't a problem.
So-
I assume there isn't.
Here for a status report.
We are continuing our work to ensure that all of the status of the engines is adequate. We will have thrust in 20 minutes, as planned.
All right. Well, we've come down here to let you know that everything is not going as planned. Good to go?
We have ensured that the ignition caps have been placed on the proper portions of the coating so that the missile shall not truly fly today.
Okay. See, all you science pukes think the same thing. There's always a delay, always something. So I think I speak for the rest of my companions here when I say that one of you needs to escort us right to that said rocket so we can make sure that y'all aren't pissing away our funds that we keep divulging to all of you.
Yeah, but if I do not have my staff, how am I to ensure that the engine caps are in place? If you do not want the missile to actually fly away today, you'll need to make sure. I need to have my staff here today. I was speaking French. I was German. Now I'm French. Don't worry about it.
He
Well,
said
where
that he's
the
having an
hell-
identity crisis.
Yeah.
Well, where the hell are your staff?
They are here with me working.
Well, okay, bring them along. Just get us to the goddamn rocket.
I will allow me to put in a delay first.
Very well.
He goes and types the computer, and he says, "Yes, sergeants. There's a security risk delay. I have to escort some security numbskulls to the actual missile for some purpose. Yes, we shall commence. We shall await my. Just wait until I get back. Hopefully, it will not be too long. Maybe contact Commander Deltas and see what the delay is. Perhaps he is in charge of security. I do not know."
I just told you it will be done quickly. We just have to assess that you are not pissing away our funds.
They want to ensure that we are not, quote unquote, pissing away our funds. And there's like a. And he goes, "Very well. Just put everything on delay then, if you think it's necessary." And you hear like suddenly like booming through the corridors. Missile test delay 10 minutes. And he turns around and goes, "Very well. You come at me." And you guys start firing through. Or actually, he just points to one guy. He goes, "You come at me. You keep an eye on things here." This guy goes to like this thing over here, goes to a pad and goes, "Deet, deet, 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 deet." Something begins to open, but the guy's already pushing you up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Do we see the code that he pressed?
Make a perception check.
12.
4200.
4200. That's not real, but whatever.
It's alright. The passcode for the other doors was left, right, center.
Oh, great.
It's still the Feywild. It's still a silly place.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
I don't
Takes you
need to
upstairs.
bring all of you. So.
You just said that you needed me to bring my staff.
Oh no, I'm just saying, my guys. Whoever wants to stay here, with the science pukes, you can. I know y'all love that name so much, don't you?
Security boneheads.
Taken. All right. Yeah, you and you, stay back here. You know, if we find anything that shouldn't be there, we don't want any of them running off. And whichever one of you three want to stay.
Or stay back.
I'll
One
stay,
or
I
two,
guess.
yeah.
Okay, Trixie's gonna hang out. Oh man, this is hard to organize. Whatever, I'm gonna hide them. So Trixie's apparently gonna stay, and everybody else is gonna
I'll stay
follow
back too.
along. Oh, you're gonna stay back, Brock. Good. Wouldn't want Trixie to have any separation anxiety.
We can do, yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, Brock, don't leave.
Don't leave me. Please, God.
We can do it later, but after they're gone, I'll do something else with this guy that's here.
Well, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that now. Actually, we'll do it now as the
As
rest of the
soon
party
as
begins
they
to walk
leave.
away. As soon as they leave.
Just
Yeah,
fight
you
back.
see this guy's
Fight back.
this thing that he's looking at. Um. Oh, it opens. He has a couple pieces of paper in his hand. He tosses them inside. He on the pad, and it closes. And you can see just like you hear inside this sound, and then he walks back to his computer. You feel a heat almost emanate into the room from that structure, just like a little wave there. And he goes
Definitely
back to
gonna
work.
try to charm person. I'm just gonna be fucking charming everybody.
All right, you charm person. What's your DC?
20.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
He fails. He goes, Madam, if I could say, there is no higher hill or steel mill that compares to your grace.
I know. So
I do
I'm
like
not-
a confident soldier.
not, don't know much about the science stuff, but I heard you guys actually do like the targeting over here and all
Oh
that.
no, that is another division. We are ignition here. We are in
No,
charge
not division. I just meant in this
in this.
place. This is your department.
You mean in the
What do
entire
you guys do?
facility?
Yeah.
We are
facility.
putting together a missile weapon of great destructive power for the military. I do not know where they intend to fire it, but they intend to do a proper firing tomorrow. Very exciting. We have worked very hard to make this weapon come true, because if we do not, our enemies will before us.
And you guys are doing the capping today to ensure that it doesn't.
Oh,
Ignite.
the ignition caps have already been placed on the rocket to ensure that the rocket won't actually take flight, because once it takes flight, it cannot be landed again. So, without proper targeting, we could end up firing it into nowhere, and it could be a completely ineffective weapon. So, when we do our test today, we need to make sure the ignition caps are on, so it does not fly to wherever the targeting computer had it on last. That might be the CLA court, but he doesn't know that. It might be the proper targets, but we do not know what they are doing in targeting.
Yeah.
There are 3 things that are different today than tomorrow. Today, we have ignition caps to ensure that the missile doesn't take true flight today, but we can still test the rocket's thrust. The second is targeting. They are testing their targeting capabilities to see if the missile does go on the correct trajectory. And the last one is the actual sort of weaponized destructive capabilities within the actual missile itself, just ensuring that all of the safeties have been placed. But, if the safeties for actual explosion, the targeting is correct, and the ignition caps weren't on, this would be a real weapon, and which is what we will do tomorrow.
So what do these caps look like? Like, how do they attach to the? You just like stick them on?
They latch onto the bottom of the actual rocket, so that when thrust is made, it still thrusts, but it holds it in within the facility so it doesn't do proper takeoff. They're essentially safety clasps.
It's like a hook. It just hooks on there.
Basically a hook, but it also helps ensure that some of the jet propulsion doesn't completely disintegrate the floor of the facility.
I'll just look to Brock and I'll be like, we should probably inspect targeting while we're here, because it seems like that's also important.
Yeah, I think we do. That sounds like a good idea.
Can you pull up a map of the facility?
That's
Do you have a map of the facility? That would be a weird way of asking. I'll just ask, do you have a map of the facility?
Sure. And he pulls up one of those like 90s movies, like sci-fi maps where it's like holographic and 3-dimensional, and it's like actually kind of hard to interpret. And he goes, "Says a facility." And basically, what you see is that there's a basically underneath that big white platform that you saw, there's a very large like silo column underneath it, with multiple floors, and it's attached to like a separate wing through a number of tunnels. And that one sort of goes up and down, but only about halfway as tall. And you are there. You are in that side column place. He goes, "That is where you are now."
Can I try to study this for a little bit?
Yeah, you can commit it to memory and start to figure out where you are and where you need to go.
And then can I ask him where targeting is? So where's the targeting department?
Just want to make sure I'm giving you the right answer. I'm going to just quickly take command here and go exploring. Okay, that is targeting. This is this. It's going to take you to the silo. Moment. Okay. Okay, we're okay. I gotta go back to where you are now. You are over here. And screen share. He goes, "Yes, I could tell you of that. In here is where we take him. So there are three, technically two. There are two levels here. We do targeting and ignition. Targeting is upstairs. You would have came through for targeting. This is ignition down here. This is where it happens on the computer. But to physically dismantle ignition and the actual weaponization of the missile itself, you must go to the column. You need to go to the top level of the column and the bottom level of the column. Bottom is for ignition. Top is for weaponization.
Okay.
Why? What is
Just
it
get
that you
Brock.
want to do? Is it some? Did you have? What is it that you're trying to do?
We're just sent by Dertas to inspect essentially the whole process today.
Oh, all right. I mean, I can tell you the process if that is what you want.
We want to make sure everybody that's involved in the process knows their part.
Well, we know what we are doing here, and you can ask my colleague more if you want about our competence. But yes, I could take you through everything if you wanted to.
I might come back and see if what you know, everybody else knows.
Very well. I'll continue my work. He goes back to typing.
Look to Brock and kind of motion up the stairs.
Just say the word. Say the word. They're into Jakan. Just
Not yet.
All right.
We'll
You
go
guys
up the
go back
stairs.
up the stairs, and we're gonna go back to Lana Nithroyal, presumably.
Sure.
Sure. I think Mordenkainen will go
Mordenkainen.
with you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mordenkainen's coming with all of the nerds are gonna go and see what's what. And you're going with these two sciencey fellas.
Science pukes.
Science pukes. You guys wander over to here. Buddy goes up to the computer. And the door opens. Oh yeah, you love that shit. They go through. They kind of like send you through one at a time, as it is a double airlock. It's not like an airlock. You'll see why there's a double. And you get to the other side. I'm just going to give you the head down for this next little part. You find yourselves in the launch bay. You all make it to the other side of the door. I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Nithroyal. Lana. Oops. Lana. Mordenkainen. There we go. You find yourselves looking at a massive column. It looks like a giant, we call it, not a ziggurat. Whatever, we'll just call it a column for now. It looks like this massive, like pointed column that sits in the middle of this very large multiple floored facility. I haven't placed every mini just because it's a lot. But there is probably like 3 or 4 individuals in every level. There's talking that sort of booms into your ears. You see people working at computers, getting ready, steam coming off of different levels. People are working hard here to do something, but you get the sense that that big thing in the middle is your enemy, is the weapon. The scientist goes, "There, are you happy? You have found your way to the missile bay. Is there anything else I could do, or may I get back to work?"
Well, are there going to be any doors that stop us from continuously looking around the area?
Only the ones you don't have clearance for, of course.
So coincidentally, we don't have clearance to see everything behind every door in here.
Well, that is something that you're going to have to take up with your superiors. That is not my job. My job is to ensure that ignition goes just fine.
Okay. Well, would you mind telling us what that station over there is? You can walk us around. I'm sure you have time.
He takes you around. He does. Takes you around.
What's down at the bottom?
Look at the very, very bottom. You see some people standing around at the bottom, and that's basically it. You see all kinds of tubes and columns and wires connecting to the actual missile. And at the bottom of the floor is like a massive, what looks to be like adamantine grate. No, that's not true. It's not adamantine. Just like a metal grate. Iron, probably.
Okay.
He takes you over here. There's a couple of sciencey fellows that are working at various like valves and whatnot. And he says, "This is a weaponization station. The next couple of levels are dedicated to ensuring the weaponization of the actual weapon, that safeties are removed or ensure they're added. In the example of today, we are not doing anything to weaponize the weapon, so if there are any malfunctions, it will not explode and kill everyone in this facility, perhaps even beyond. So we are not weaponized today. That is what this is for. On the actual day of ignition tomorrow, they will ensure that all of the safety protocols are taken off so that when it crashes into its target, it will explode. Weaponization will go correctly."
Very well. And how exactly does this weaponization process occur?
How does it occur?
Indeed. What are we looking to weaponize all of this?
Well, this, you see here, this, you know who could explain it better? My colleague here could probably explain it better. I need to go. They're your problem now. And he nods to some more sans pukes, who sort of sigh. And they go, "You want to know how weaponization occurs? It's this could take a while to explain it all. I mean, you want to understand how this weapon actually works. It's a very long, detailed process, not a simple thing to make a weapon of this power and capability."
I'm sure you have the abridged version for you know. And I don't mean to brag or nothing, but I was supposed to go to officer candidate school, so I do have a associate's degree in well, weaponization.
What? What are you talking about?
What am I
That's an
talking
associate's
about?
degree.
It's like kind of like a halfway educational grant, in a way.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Make
say,
make a deception check.
fuck.
Just incinerate him. Just get it over with.
Yeah. 24.
He goes, okay, I've not heard of this before, but if you say so.
Well, I assume that you all have a formal education.
Of course we do.
Oh, okay. Well, it don't really sound like it, does it? And he kind of looks over at Lana. He's like, "Does it, George?"
No, sir, not at all.
This ain't gonna bode well in the debrief come this evening.
They look just like stunned. They like don't know what to say. They're like,
I'll tell you what.
I can assure you we are very well educated and know what we are doing here today.
I'll tell you what. If you can tell me how this works, then I'll just wipe any mention of this off of the debrief, all right?
Very well.
Lana's paying close attention.
We're like, perhaps we can, perhaps it might be just easier to show you. Would that be to your satisfaction?
It would. Thank you for cooperation.
They're going to take you down a couple of floors. And what they're going to do is they're going to basically extend a bridge to the actual missile interior, and a number of after they go on the computer and they're like, we need a delay, and they're like, delaying another 10 minutes. And they go through 2 sets of doors on the side of the missile, and they open up the interior, and what you see is a massive 20-30 story column. There is a very thin space around the exterior of everything that is lined with one after the other, sort of pinned to the wall and placed behind glass. All of you are able to identify as fireball spells. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in rings. So probably several hundred fireball spell scrolls have been sort of latched to the side, and all of them are behind sort of a pane of glass. And then in the interior center, it's just a very, very long, large, thick column. And the buddy sort of says, so we have the interior lined with the fireball scrolls. We have made sure to, upon ignition, when safeties are taken up, the panes of glass are removed, and one scroll is set off by a mechanism that we have placed inside to ensure that the reading of the scroll is complete. And once all of these fireballs do go off, it shall be enough to destroy the exterior of the actual missile, opening up the central column. The central column is ignition dust in it, shall we call it. It is the thing that you fire your weapon and bullets come out of. Gunpowder, I'm sure you are aware. It is essentially a refined and more potent form of gunpowder. And I'm not going to go into too much complexity. You want the abridged version. One fireball scroll goes off. It sets off a chain reaction that sets off the rest of the scrolls, destroys the exterior of the missile, which ignites the interior of the missile, which makes the blast even more potent, and it explodes everything in a very, 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 very large distance around it.
Incredible. While he's explaining this, Nithroel will be thinking of how to set this off early in a way that would cause a chain reaction, like he said.
Make me an investigation check.
You got it. Full hockey inspiration. That's way better. 21.
21, you don't know how the mechanisms and everything works, and safety's been placed on it, but you get the sense that if one of these panes of glass was removed and one of the spell scrolls were read and activated, it would set off a chain reaction. That would make the whole missile explode. So basically, if someone were to launch a fireball in here, it would set off the whole thing. As for a more like tame approach, you don't really know how the weapon systems work in here, like how the computers work. You don't know the mechanism that he's speaking of. He said there's a mechanism in here that will essentially like read the scroll. And yeah, you don't know what that is. So the mechanism seems to be the safe way to do it, but if someone were to set off a fireball inside the actual missile, it would set the whole thing off.
Okay. And is there always a like a platform like here, like in the middle of the missile next to one of those?
There's basically like a bridge and then a hatch that's been open, and it's a crawl space at best. And there's a crawl space that like an individual could sort of like slide around and climb up and down, and you do see that there are ladders between each column of it's not even really a ladder, it's more like pegs. So like if you're going up and down, there's like a column of fireball scrolls between. So you go up and down like this inside of this very tight crawl space.
So if one were to say have a way to read said scroll from an extended distance away with, you know, either a sensor of some kind or some kind of, you know, way to read that specific scroll, would that ignite not just that scroll but any scroll?
Well, the idea is that it's a chain reaction, that it seems that these are linked, that you don't know how the mechanics or the magic works in here, but essentially the reading of one sort of activates all of the scrolls.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not sure the mechanics itself, but apparently this thing's been rigged that when one is read, all of them are read.
Cool. I keep note of...
As long as that reading is done inside of the missile, of course. As long as that scroll and that fireball happens inside the missile, it should set everything else off.
Okay. I think I have something for this specific scenario, and I will keep note of a place where a copy of myself could realistically held onto the pegs or stay there.
Okay, yeah, you take note. No problem. And as you guys sort of back off, he reseals the hatch.
All right. Well, that was very informative, and I appreciate you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for proving your knowledge to me. You know, I'm very blown away by the amount of engineering that's gone into this, and it'll look favorably in the debrief tonight. Matter of fact, what was your name?
Let's find out. All right. He is an elf. My name is Jalvier. Yeah.
Jalvier.
I am Jalvier.
Jalvier.
From targeting? From weaponization?
Yeah. I was looking at you kind of crazy there for a second. All right. One last thing.
Yeah.
How does the glass inside come up?
Well, we use that from the computers. It's all
Alright.
automated.
Got it. All right. And you can't read through those.
Read through the computer?
No, the glass, silly.
Oh, no, it blocks the incantation.
Okay. All right then. Well, appreciate it. I think we'll be out of your hair. And I'm gonna put you up for an Iron Elf Achievement Award.
Make just a flat charisma check.
Oh, that shows that it's getting better. Oh, that was terrible. A 9.
Okay, now make a proper deception check.
Okay. 18.
He goes, Iron Elf Award check? A what?
An Iron Elf Achievement Award. Come on now.
Iron Elf Achievement Award?
How many people do I have to tell about this today?
Is this like a broad umbrella sort of thing, or is this like an actual award?
Well, it's an actual award. Basically, any outstanding Iron Elf that serves in, for the military or by the military, they can be awarded with this award, and it looks favorably in quarterly reports, and well, frankly, you can decorate your uniform a little better as well.
Well, I've always wanted to be able to decorate my lab coats. It's also very plain.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I certainly won't say no to accommodations. Thank you. Dunka.
But
That means thank you in Sylvan.
I
mean, we've probably all been speaking Sylvan this entire time, actually. Never mind. It's another language I read about in a book. Don't worry about
true.
it. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, merci. Thank you.
Okay, fancy. And you can, yeah. Mordenkainen says, all right, so what are we thinking?
Well, I was thinking of a project image of myself inside to read the scroll, but it seems like I would need to somehow raise the glass.
Project image. If you projected your image and used your reality thing, yeah, you could probably make this illusion capable of it, and then maybe your illusion just could simply break the glass.
Oh shit! I like the way you think. I mean, I like the way you think.
I'm one of the great thinkers of my time. Of course, you like the way I think.
Yes. Oh yeah, you taught me a spell not too long ago. You taught me a spell not too long ago.
That's right. I did that.
All right. Anyway, I can do that from quite a ways away. So, I think we maybe try to see targeting, and then we will see what the rest of the group is up to.
All right. And with that, we will go to the other group. Barack and Trixie, you guys have indeed found your way back up to targeting. All right, there we go. Buddy's standing on the keyboard because that's the logical thing to do. You just fit him in there. All right, you guys are here. You did it. You're at the top of the stairs. Now what? It's just the one guy sitting at his computer, sort of typing away.
Just to make this quick, I'm just gonna charm person.
Okay.
Yeah, he won't like my charm.
I never use my first level spells anyway, so.
He's charmed. He turns around and he goes, "Well, hello there, ma'am. So, but I mean, you're a sir because you're in a soldier's uniform." He goes, "Well, it's
We're
hello, sir.
expecting
It's
today. Are you prepared?
I wasn't prepared for you."
Yeah, talking about targeting.
Okay. Well, my division's always shipshape and prepared for anything to come. I mean, all these delays on the way of things, but I feel real good about this. You know, you feel good about this?
Mm-hmm. You guys actually targeting today or no?
I mean, we've got some. We're patching in the coordinates for the actual target that we were going to be doing tomorrow. But we put some other extra ones in there just to test the capabilities of the targeting system. We think that the targeting system itself is going to be pretty handy even after we've let go of our big beauty.
How do
You
you
know,
enter
love
new
always
target?
always comes to an end, but some things can stay behind, right?
Hmm. You show me how to enter a new target?
Oh yeah, why don't you come take a seat right here?
I love the targeting, guys.
So, all right, simmer down.
How precise can it be? Can you like... No, I shouldn't say this. I'm gonna fucking say it. Can you like target Dertos's house? Like his room? Can it be that precise?
I love the way you think, huh? You don't like your boss? All right, well, let's take a look here. Here, why don't you come sit in the seat? And he gets up and he lets you sit in the seat if you want to sit.
Yeah.
Like, probably the computer goes, and he sort of like leans over the side over your shoulder and he's like clicking away in front of you. And it shows sort of like models and such. And he says, well, you want Commander Diritas's house. I'm afraid I don't know where his house is, but I do know where this base is. So what if I just put those little coordinates in right now?
Yeah.
He types those in. He types in the coordinates for the base that you guys are currently at. And there's like a little like warning, procedure, incorrect target, dangerous target. And he just sort of like hits a couple of buttons and the warning goes away. You know, so see there, yeah, like hypothetically we could target right here. I mean, I don't know what would happen. It might take off and do a loop-to-loop, come back around, explode, or maybe it'll just explode right in the hole. That would be fucking crazy. But maybe we, you know, this is probably treason. We probably shouldn't have this typed in here. He deletes the coordinates.
But that's it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. We do some pretty cool work around here. Yeah.
All right. Well, you ready for today? And I assume you guys are ready for tomorrow.
Well, you know, you can come around and check on me as much as you want. Make sure I'm ready, because I feel very ready for you, sir.
I'm off later tonight.
Well, I'd be most happy to give you some company later tonight if that's what you're asking.
Maybe I'll meet you later.
Maybe, just maybe. Well, what's your name? Let me get your name.
Sean?
Sean. It was a true pleasure getting to know you, and I'll be keeping a sharp eye out for you. All right.
All right.
All right. You have a lovely day. You made mine.
You too.
And he sends you on your way.
I don't know how much Trixie remembered, but she was trying to watch the entire time.
Okay. Why don't you make me why don't you throw a perception check there? Not a high DC, to see if you remember the coordinate numbers.
Well, it's a natural 20 plus 12. So
You gather not only the coordinates to this base, but the coordinates that were previously punched in before he started like showing off. Wow, that's a really high number. It looks to be one of the numbers that were meant to be put in for testing, which means it's probably a relevant target. It's not a dummy target. It could be a dummy target. You're not entirely sure, but you have both. So you have like unknown relevant coordinate relevant to the test, and the coordinates to this very base.
okay. To Brock, I just I don't know what Brock's doing. Just we'll
Make it
relax.
quick.
Let's go find the others.
Okay, fine.
And I knew where they were asking the person to take them, and I've seen the map, so unless there's any doors, I think I can get us there.
Oh, there are doors. You get actually, yeah, funnily enough, you're like, all right, let's go. And you turn over to the door, and there's a security code there.
Turn to my friend. Well, shit. I'm not the door person.
You're not the door person.
No, they left with the other guy. Can you get the door open?
Oh, you make a persuasion check at or deception, your choice at advantage because he's charmed.
Doesn't matter. I suck at both. No, 19.
19 goes well. Let me just get that for you, sir. Sean. I like that name, Sean. He types in 6969.
Oh, okay.
And the door opens. Gotta mark all these down. He opens the door and says, "You don't be a stranger now. You want to come on back?"
Later?
We won't be.
He doesn't even hear you. He just watches Trixie walk away. And he kind of gives you like a look, Brock, of like,
Through his mask.
he doesn't have a mask on. He's fine.
Okay.
He is human, but he does have the like. Oh no, he's not human. Fuck that. You know what? Fuck it. He's a gnome. He's fully like a little gnome guy. He's a little gnome guy, but his skin's all like metallic.
Let's go.
John's I gotta say, your companion is a fat piece of ass.
That's your superior.
I certainly hope so.
No, but what are you doing?
Let's get out of here.
All right, you guys leave. Targeting has a reputation around here for being a bit of a sleazy place. Yeah, you guys go wandering through. You get back. How lucky are we thinking you guys are? Apparently not that lucky. As you're going through the door, these guys are like walking past you, or they're like, bloody bonehead soldiers are keeping us from a. And the door closes as you're on your way to meet your friends.
I tried code 6969.
This one requires ID and clearance, unfortunately.
Any ideas?
I can try to open it manually.
Go ahead.
Okay, fine.
Give it a shot.
I lift the door.
Maybe an athletics check. High DC.
Yeah. I figured. That is 12 plus 9, so 21.
Doesn't even budge, not even slightly. There's not even a sound. And you feel like you're gonna blow out your back if you keep going.
This thing is really, really on there. We sure it opens up?
Maybe not. I think we did just see it close, but we just missed it.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, up and down hinge.
Are there any, like, small air vents?
Make a perception check for air vents.
A lot.
Fuck.
31.
Air vents? I don't fucking know. Sure, there's some air vents. Where are these guys? Yeah, you see, like, we'll say, like, in the lining up here, it's either like a very, very, very thin mesh, like half an inch.
Could I'm trying to figure out if I like summon pixies, if they could like go through and open the door for us.
It looks. You could try. That's certainly a. The pixies are pretty tiny. You could certainly see if they could help somehow.
Because I don't know what else to do. I thought we just wait for our friends.
Or I could try lifting the door again.
Maybe I can help.
I'd get mad about it.
Let's
You
try.
can
I'll
help out.
help with my -1 strength.
All right, you're gonna rage. Give it another shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage and give it another shot.
All right, give it a shot.
You can roll
If you want to help
advantage.
Trixie, roll your own athletics check.
I'm sure. Just for fun.
Okay, that's
Athletics?
Athletics.
15 plus 9, 24.
17.
17. You guys, yeah, you pull with all of your might, and it does, in fairness, start to make like it starts to make like definitely a stress sound, but that shit isn't budging, not between two people.
Well, I'm
What to
gonna
do?
try.
What to do? What to do? I don't know. I punched the door.
You punch it, kind of hurts your hand a little bit, but you're a barbarian, you don't care. Oh, I'm just like, pointing at the wall. There we go.
Yeah, I
tell
guess
you what, while you guys are. Oh yeah, go ahead.
for the next minute, I guess I'm gonna punch the door to keep.
I'm gonna
Let
summon.
me in.
I'm gonna summon 8 pixies because 8 is what I can do.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell that they can go invisible. So I'm gonna tell them to go
Mhm.
invisible, and to
Okay.
try to go through the vents if they can fit and open up this door for us.
Okay. And they're all going to see if they can't go through the vents and open up the gate for you. Make them an acrobatics check to see if they can like find a way into the vent and squeeze in.
Mm. So just that was the dex.
Yep, just dex if they don't have acrobatics, which I don't think they do.
Oh god, that's horrible. 7, unless I get to roll for all of them.
Roll it at advantage because you're gonna get to roll all of them, so we'll just chalk it up to them all helping each other out.
Not great, but better. 14.
14. They begin to start bumping their heads against the walls and start like scraping at the doors, and they sort of polymorph themselves into like lizards and shit, and just start like at the mesh, and they do eventually get through the mesh and sort of squeeze themselves in and kind of disappear into the venting. You don't know how effective they're going to be, but we're going to certainly find out. So I'll make some rolls behind the screen and see if they can
As Brock is punching
somehow-
at the door.
Yeah. The fucked up thing is, even if he does punch through it, there's another door. All right. Moving through to where are we moving through to? We're moving back to you guys, to Nithrael, Lana, and Mordenkainen. You guys have seen how the weaponization process works.
Okay. So, I have another idea, and it involves either 2 spells or 1 spell. I could,
Right, let's hear it.
I could just arcane lock the door up top, so when they finally launch, it won't actually open. And when the missile flies, well, now they may know that it has not opened, you say. And that is where the second spell comes into play. Programmed illusion. Where when the spell hears count down this or team minus whatever they say, then it will appear as if it is opening.
Here, that's just
Is there a
well.
way?
Go ahead.
First of all, it's just the three of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's a way we can burn the assets? Like, not just sabotage it so it doesn't go off, but actually burn the scrolls and burn the powder, because that takes a long time to develop those resources. If we can burn that up before we leave, it'll be
Well,
years before they can recover.
If we blow up the damn rocket, it won't take flight anytime soon, and it'll damage, apparently, a very large area.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Set it off right here.
How quickly can we get out of here? That's the thing. We need to be able to set it off, have some confirmation that it's going to go off, but then, because we do have orders not to die here.
Well, depending on if the other group has taken off the ignition caps that they were referring to, perhaps it will just fly into the top anyway.
The door probably has to open as well. I don't think that's the biggest thing. Figure that out. Well, I guess the question that it really comes down to is we've got to stop this thing. We're running out of time. So, do we want to use it against the enemy, or do we simply want to dismantle it?
We want to use it against the enemy.
Fantastic. Then, yeah, we should make there be perhaps a accidental mishap.
That would be great. That would be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, when they go to do, maybe we'll do a little sabotage. Make sure it goes off.
I don't know if...
Do we want it to hit the city, or do we want it to blow up right here?
No. No, we don't want it to hit the city.
Why not?
Yes, why not?
We can't. I can't.
Oh,
I can't.
right,
I'm
you
sorry,
don't like
I
it when
can't.
innocent people
I can't.
get...
You have to send me home if that's what you want to do.
You won't see it.
I can't. You don't. Right.
I mean, we also don't know how big the blast radius is.
Okay.
I mean, a fireball is like, you know,
Well, this thing's supposed to blow up the whole entire damn Sailor Core. I'm pretty sure it would certainly be able to do it on the entire city.
100 times fireball. It's like, what, a 20-foot radius each? Something.
But it's going to be
massive.
Are you suggesting that we try to retarget it, because that's complicated? I'm suggesting just blowing it up where it is.
That is
As
fair.
am I.
That is fair.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sorry, then we're on the same page. Great, let's do it.
We'll just blow up the base.
We'll just blow up the base.
You're okay with killing guys who are part of a evil military, right?
Yeah. No. That I'm allowed to do. I probably need
Okay.
to have a longer talk with Sivilna about what's allowed and what's not allowed.
Right. Probably. Yeah, we should go there. Perhaps right after.
I think that's a great
Royale,
idea.
you're probably out of. You probably should go right back to the Palace of Heart's Desire once this all happens, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We
Okay.
should-
Good.
we
I'm glad
need
we all
to.
agree on that one.
Mm.
All right. Let's blow it up. Let's go find everybody.
I was going to say, Nithriel, why don't Mordenkainen and I stay here so it's not everybody moving up? You go fetch the others since you're our commander, and come on back since you've already established that.
Is that what I established?
Yes, fetch them
Isn't that
for
what
us,
you?
Nithriel.
Isn't that what you just established? Was that you were like the head? Isn't that just like a big dick measuring contest that you won? Did I miss something?
It was. It was, and I definitely won.
I grew up with brothers. That's what
I
that
will
looked like to
remind
me.
you, this is an illusion, Mithroel. It's not really a dick I've given you.
Oh,
Aren't you an illusionist?
oh. Makes it bigger.
Why don't you
Okay.
go find the friends? Why don't you go get us coffee on the way too? Commander.
Unless you want us to come with you. I was thinking that would draw more attention. You can make the call on this.
Oh no. I also thought you could put a sort of contingency plan where if there's one fire it blows up inside. I don't know. Do what you want. I'm walking. Iron Elf Achievement Award. Iron Elf Achievement Award. Just walking
All
off
right,
saying that.
Nithroel goes away. Lana, it's just you and Mordenkainen. Says, what are you thinking?
So it's a closed circuit. We take out any piece, it disables it. That's what I heard. The part we have to be careful of is that when we take out that one piece, that the chain doesn't just stop there, because that's how a closed circuit works. You can stop it, but it doesn't burn the resource. We have to burn the resource, or they're going to recover in weeks.
Right, we have to blow this fucking place up. We'll get Commander Veritas, we'll get the military, we'll get the missile.
Okay, but how?
1,000.
Stop. How? We have to think of the how. We're on a short timepiece here.
Well, Nithroel had a good idea. The projected image into the interior of the actual missile. Let me see what I have prepared today.
And how quickly? Like, I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is time. We may have the luxury of doing this with nobody on our backs. But if we have to protect Nithroel so that she can do her spell work, what can we be doing defensively, since this is going to be the hub of things? Like, let's start looking at this place to...
Right.
So
I think what simply comes down to is that what comes down to, in my opinion, is that we need access to the interior of the actual missile column, which means we should probably secure that door that they use to get in and out.
Is there a door here that I can start fucking around with?
You were with Nithroel when they showed you guys the interior of the rocket, so you're very well aware of where that is.
Oh, cool. Let's go.
Okay, you head down there. He says, all right, you want to do the talking, or should I? Because they need to extend the bridge. You do it. Are you a paladin?
I am a paladin.
Right, you should do it.
And you know what I still have one of that I haven't used yet? I
had detected off this whole time? That's crazy.
Just give me a moment.
I was merely between me and you, Lana, I was testing this right now to see sure that she had the right spells prepared.
And I gotta be able to tell you what it is.
Bitch.
Emissary. All right.
Don't worry, you've got this. You may not be a wizard, but you are a skilled artificer.
So am I talking to someone, or am I breaking in like above the table? I actually don't remember. Am I figuring something out, or am I talking our way in?
You're securing the door, and in order to get to the door, you need to have the bridge sort of extended up to the door itself.
All right. So I'm having a thing with the doodad. I'm doing this. Basically, I need to get my artificer's tool out so I can have expertise. Cool. What am I rolling?
He says, okay. Here's what we're going to do. Lana, do you have a disguise self? By chance?
No, I mean, not today.
Not today.
Let me run over that one. I don't think I do. Nope.
No, it's all right. Never mind. Okay. you have charms? Any charms, any kind?
Yeah, I'm kind of a blaster. I've web,
Me
smite.
too. Me too.
Yeah,
We could just kill everyone. No, you don't like that. Never mind. You have a whole thing about that.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
We got to talk to Zavilna. I got to.
I am going to. What is this? We make things nice and simple, because we're basically out of time anyway. Why don't I just put up a wall of force between the door and me and you? I mean, us and the door, and then everyone on the outside of the wall. And it's invisible, so no one will know unless they come and try and poke and prod.
Done.
All right. Get up to the door. I'll say Mordenkainen just kind of goes up to one of them. He says, Science Puke, you, yes? Extend the bridge. We need to do some maintenance on the interior for the weaponization division. And that's why they go, oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. And they go right up. And he's like, oh, expected a little more back talk, but whatever. And they extend the bridge, and he says, good, now be back about your business, don't bother us. You go, okay. And he sort of puts up a wall of force that sort of, you don't know the dimensions because it's invisible, but he essentially puts up a wall of force to give you the space you need to do whatever it is you're doing. And he's going to try and talk his way through anybody who gets skeptical.
What am I rolling?
If you're trying to bust in, let's call it Thieves' Tools. Because why are we trying to get inside right now again?
Didn't you just say you wanted me to?
I said we should just secure and make sure that the door was ready to go for when we need to do stuff. That's all.
Right.
Just keep an eye on it so that when Nithroyal gets back, that's all.
So now that we're here, what I would like to do very quickly, because I was at I was at the other interface. Is this interface anything like the other interface that I was at?
No, this is where you're standing right now. You're like, so I would love to demonstrate it on Tailspire, but it's isn't quite possible. So
that's cool. Theater of the mind. I'm good.
Yeah, so there's the column in the center, that's the missile, and then there's the platforms that like go level by level by level by level. A bridge has been extended to connect the missile to the exterior platform. You guys are standing on the bridge, and the door to the interior of the actual missile is right in front of you, and that's currently sealed.
Okay, so we didn't need to do this now. Shit.
No, this was good, Mordenkainen, because you guys were just sort of like making sure the door was accessible for if you needed to.
Yeah.
For when everybody gets back.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take a quick look at what we're doing, like a diagnostic. I may do kind of a look around, kind of act sort of official like, and then walk back across the bridge.
Got it. And you guys just kind of stand there waiting for the rest of the team to get there. In which we're going to go to them. Nithroyal, you begin to make your way back to Brock and Trixie, who are still struggling with the door. I want to see how good how the pixies are doing. You hear that it's going in the air vents up there. It definitely sounds like one of them went in. There was like a sound, almost like when you put those canisters in the tubes and it sends it up in the building. And they're like, okay, we got it. They talk out a little plan, and one of them makes themselves into like a really fat slug. And it's sort of like until it gets like clogged, and then quickly turns back and like flies down the next bed and gets shot there. It's basically they're doing like a Mario platformer, and they're like learning as each one dies. But around like the third, they're like but like there's about 4 or 5 of them that are actually above the door, and they're like, you see them like taking out wires and like biting them and stuff. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're doing their best. Nithroyal, you get to this door to return to the party. How do you intend to get back to the party as you do not have a clearance or ID code?
Shit. I put in the personnel number of the guy up top. That was a security guard.
Okay.
And
P176092.
and I type in 4200.
Denied.
Really wanting to disintegrate. Let's see. Let us see. I want to make with silent image. I want to make a like a jack that like fits underneath the door. Out of adamantine, obviously.
Okay.
With like some gears, and I want to be able to crank it and like push up the the door.
Make me maybe just like a flat intelligence check to see like how good of a jack you imagine here.
Okay. Intelligence check. Natural 20 for 25.
Hey, you create this minor illusion's like a 5 foot wide. It's like a 5 foot cube, so you can make a pretty big. So you make like this pretty decently wide, large jack that basically uses like polyphysics to make it as easy as possible to try and crank this door up. And it's a big fucking like, it's a big device that you've conjured together here. And you turn it real, and everyone sort of looks at you, not hostily, but just like uncertain. You just start cranking. You start going, and the door starts. What was your total on your natural 25?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll give it to you. The door. And it sort of like breaks open like a fucking jar. And people start to go, ooh, start to look uneasy. And you get it like up to here, enough where you could slip underneath it and like get in through. And you see that there's a second door
goddamn
past
rusty
it.
doors.
You say out loud and nobody believes you. You open up the door. You go walking through to the end of the hall where you know that where you hear at the door, and you hear like sort of above the door, you hear like, oh yeah, fight over there, never touch that. And he goes, okay, don't bite that. What do you do?
All right. I think this time, I'm going to, since it opens this way, I'm thinking, I make with minor illusion a fucking, like a battering ram.
Okay.
That's just like a big ass weight, adamantine, or the heaviest thing I could think of.
Okay, you make an adamantine battering ram.
Mm-hmm.
What spell? Sound and image?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was my mistake for the last one, but still, like a 15-foot cube, fucking, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So you make like a 15-foot cube, like military, like medieval military, plus some upgrades, just fucked up, fucking, like, just huge sort of battering ram right in front of the door.
All right, and I'll use malleable illusions to make it move how I want, and I'll fucking have it fucking
They're battering the door.
yeah.
Brock, that is not the pixies. What the
Yeah.
fuck is
Brock,
that?
like, "Oh," and then there's a door and then there's like a through the door, like in your direction, Brock.
maybe just like, I know you're tough, but maybe just stand back a
Say finally, some action.
bit. Yeah,
Um,
definitely get
I don't
ready.
even know how to handle this. I literally don't know how to fucking handle this.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Pixies are just like, no, we'll
I
get it
just-
open.
Yes, we decided subtle's not. We're not doing subtle now. We're just
Yeah, subtle.
No,
Well, it's funny you
subtle.
should speak about subtle. Is as the thing hits the door again, it sort of starts to pop, and you get the sense you need like it needs 2 more good hits before this thing's opening, like for sure.
Okay.
Suddenly, where are you? Early swarm. Suddenly, like the through the PA goes off, lights go red. And very high pitch alarms start going off, lights start flashing.
Oh,
We're gonna go to a break.
It's great time.
Dude,
Well timed, sir. Well timed.
I've never used or had a chance to use illusory reality like at all. So to use it like back to back quick succession like that.
That's fun.
Like it's,
Let's fuck some shit up.
oh, it's rad as fuck. But like we've done so much with finesse and it's been killing Brock.
Oh, yeah,
So
man.
now for Nithroyal to just like make a jack and a battering ram, and like in front of God and everybody.
In front of God and everybody. It's funny.
It was all an illusion.
The cake is a lie. I'm still working on how to work in the cake is a lie joke in here.
An illusory cake.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
like that
actually
it's so
inexplicit.
funny, it hurts me.
Oh fuck. I have not been thinking about this the right way, bro.
So much potential.
Oh my god.
I see
Yep.
so much potential in you, bro.
Next time is
You remind me of the day back when I was on a swing and I got my ass kicked.
oh my god. Fucking Naruto, dude.
Yeah. What the fuck? You're so mean. I see so much in you.
I was only hard on you because I see the potential in you.
When I was beating the shit out of you, it reminded you when I was a kid. And how weak I was, just like you.
But not now. Not today. I love anime, dude. It's so dramatic. Damo! Damo, 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 Damo!
Fuck. I'm trying to find food, but I'm in America right now.
There's always food in America.
Healthy food.
Dude, what? Give
No
it up.
Fucking
Give it the fuck up. Eat
give,
like us.
give up the healthy food. Eat like
Yeah,
you.
give it the fuck up. Eat like
I
us.
thought you were gonna help me find healthy food, but no, never mind.
No. The way I see it,
Oh,
if you're eating more calories, then you just have to work more to burn off those calories.
yeah, maybe. I literally looked up gluten free. It sent me a cake shop.
Why do you want gluten free?
I'm on a gut cleanse. I can't have like 7 types of foods.
Damn.
Dash.
I mean, Domino's has gluten free pizza.
Can't have that.
Why?
Dairy, tomatoes. Can't have either.
Why can't you
On
have?
top of everything.
Isn't dairy
Can't
good for your
have. I
gut?
can't have gluten, dairy, soy, alcohol, gluten, tomatoes, or white potatoes.
I love that you said gluten twice.
I did say. Did I say gluten twice? What is it?
Yeah.
It's gluten.
First and second to
Gluten,
last.
dairy, soy, alcohol. What's the 5th one? I don't remember. Whatever.
But I thought like milk was supposed to be good.
Oh, sugar. Yeah, sugar.
What the fuck can you eat then?
Fuck. Like
Spinach.
protein, like meat, non-allergenic carbs, and then vegetables and fruit.
There's got to be sugar in meat, like at least a little bit.
No,
Those fuckers ate sugar.
doesn't matter. It's not how it works. I can have natural sugars too, like a little bit of natural sugar. That's fine.
Yeah, like fruits.
Yeah, like fruits.
Mhm.
Refined sugars, the no-no. Can't have sheets. Why is it showing me sheets? What the fuck?
I mean, you could say no cheese on a fucking pizza, but is it really a pizza?
I know. I could have no sauce, no cheese, no crust.
Why can't you have sauce? It's like
'Cause it's
tomatoes.
tomato.
That's a fruit.
Well, tomatoes rip the interior of your gut lining, so I can't do that.
Really?
Yeah, tomatoes are really bad for your gut.
Are you serious? I know they're
Yeah,
acidic.
because they're acidic. Because that's how certain vegetables and fruits, that's their defense mechanism, is that they
Pineapple?
become very acidic or spicy, so
Mhm.
that things don't want to eat them and they damage them. But it kind of didn't work very well.
Yeah,
Now we like them because they're acidic.
yeah.
All right, Subway, you win.
I hear they freshly slice their deli meat now.
Subway?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't heard that. It's cool though.
Maybe it's well, yeah. You're in America, so
America, fuck yeah! Coming to see the
Yeah.
motherfucking world now.
I don't know. I always look at like, weight loss or gain as whether or not you're in a calorie deficit or if you're in a calorie like surplus, right? So
Yeah, that's the basic thing. But like my nutritionist, who's like, you got like all these degrees and shit.
oh yeah,
He says like
yeah,
it's
I
not
feel
the
you.
only thing that can. It says it's not the only thing to consider. It's because like the body processes some things better and worse. And the idea of my gut cleanse is that like in your intestines, basically as your life goes on, fungus starts to grow, and it starts to become alive because it eats up gluten and sugar and dairy and all that shit. The stuff your body is technically allergic to, just not very allergic to.
Mm-hmm.
And it grows more and more and more, and that's where cravings come from a lot of the time.
So they
So
talk to your
yeah, they
brain.
talk to your brain and say, well, what they do is they eat up the nutrients from all of that. So your body's still like, I want more, or sugar addiction's its own deal. But
Okay.
yeah, it talks to your brain and goes, give me more, give me more. So
Mm.
then your brain's like, you're wanting this.
Mm.
So the idea of the gut cleanse I'm doing right now is that it's supposed to kill the fungus in my gut so that I don't have to worry about cravings or anything like that.
Interesting. I've heard like if you drink a lot of artificial sweeteners like Diet Coke, aspartame or whatever, while a lot of people will think that, oh yeah, like since it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup or actual cane sugar, like it'll stop a lot of the effects of like people who have a lot more of it, like diabetes, fucking obesity, high blood pressure, shit like that. But it's interestingly enough not the case. And if you have a lot of artificial sweetener, it leads to a lot of those harmful conditions. And it messes up the bacteria in your gut because the bacteria in your gut, they're used to sugars and things like that, and all the normal shit we drink. But once you have an artificial sweetener, it can't do anything with it. So a lot of the good bacteria in your gut dies because it's just not getting the nutrition that it needs.
Exactly. That's what I've been told.
I've never heard of the fungus though. That's on some Last of Us type shit. Oh yeah, it tells you to go to water and drown yourself after. Like,
no, not quite. There's literally America's ridiculous, dude. There's literally nothing.
Europe was like wild. Like one thing I hated about Europe was the amount of money you would pay, which is the same if not more for less food.
Mhm.
Like, and in America, like if you pay the same thing or more, you're gonna be fed. Like you're gonna have a shit ton of food.
Right.
So that shit was just like annoying because I'm like, I literally have like half of a salmon fillet and a fucking slice of lettuce, and they're charging like $45. What the fuck is this,
Holy fuck! What?
dude? Well, it wasn't salmon; it was like some whitefish or some shit. This was in
Okay.
the Netherlands, but yeah, dude, it was
It's
good,
crazy, man.
but
It was good, but
like it didn't. I wasn't full. I don't know.
yeah, I guess that's the thing there. How is Wendy's healthy?
They have salads.
Ugh, I guess.
Well,
It's true.
salads with a lot of shit. Well, you can get like
Yeah.
the garden salad. Burger King also has salad, but I don't never heard of anyone or have myself ordered a salad from Burger King
Right.
because it seems kind of not it.
Gluten. What if I had a gluten allergy? I'd be fucked.
Basically, just don't fucking.
Live in America.
Well, I was gonna say don't be weak and have an allergy to gluten, but you know, yeah, sensitive.
Yeah, I'll just do that. And they don't have gluten-free options.
All right, good
I'm
luck, buddy.
fucked. I can't even find shawarma, man. If I could get shawarma, I'd be good.
Dude, I've only seen shawarma like at 2 places in the world,
What?
like New York City and like the Netherlands.
Do they not have
We have like
Osmos here?
halal food by me.
That's not shawarma.
No, but what am I thinking of? It starts with a D or some shit like that.
These nuts. Sorry, I apologize. That's stupid. Oh man, am I really gonna have to break my fucking diet to survive? A quart of chicken lo mein? Jesus Christ. I think Egbert, the fuck?
Any luck, buddy?
No. No, not at all.
I really got to start thinking outside the box with these illusions.
Yeah, man, it's all about your creativity.
Yeah.
That's the thing I find with casters is that the difference between casters and like marshals is that marshals you gotta be creative. You know,
Mhm.
you can't just go like you can go in and go like bonk bonk and then move on with your life. But like I don't know, it pays to be creative. Like when you're a marshal, when you're
Yeah.
a like using your environment and such. When you're a caster, it's just about using the best spell for the best situation, right?
Yeah.
But illusionist that puts that on a 10. It's like you've got all the best spells. Now, how do you make the best illusion? How do you be creative with your illusion?
Yeah. What did you think about that idea?
That
I
was
feel
smart.
like I mean I feel like we're branching off into multiple ideas. Because in theory, I don't think I'd be able to do malleable illusions on my project image because I think it has to last like a minute or some shit like that.
Hmm.
Oh, first level or higher. And it only remains real for 1 minute, so.
Mm,
And it can't deal damage or directly harm anyone, but it doesn't say anything.
that's right.
And then malleable illusions. Oh, okay. Yeah, malleable illusions. Okay, 1 minute or longer. So I'm using it right. As long as I can see it.
As long as you can see it, young lad.
I just love that what I just did is like it works.
Yeah. Don't you love it when it works?
Oh, in theory, could I have used the same fucking casting of silent image and just changed it when I got to the next door?
Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, I think so.
Hey guys, I think my program is about to crash, so I'm going to preempt it and log back in.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, no problem.
Thing. We ain't gonna hold it against you.
Oh god.
Okay.
Dios mío.
pickles. Dios mío.
You know what that means?
No.
It means my god.
My god.
And the thing is-
Is Dios God?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad I know that. See, they're supposed to have a gluten-free bun, but they're lying to me. Fokers.
Yeah, you're fucked, man. You're
I am
properly
I'm trying
fucked.
here though, dude. I'm fucking trying.
If I can't get that to go up, then I'll never just turn it forgive.
Sauteed
I don't know if
mushrooms
we
are
want to
gluten-free.
fucking get rid of the thing today, because if we're gonna do it today, then those fucking ignition caps need to be taken off so it actually does fly when they turn it on.
We don't need it to fly though. We just need it to blow up,
Yeah.
right?
Not the mouse.
Yeah, but
It's the program.
Blow up under the ground. It could still work. You don't know
Yeah.
how powerful it is.
I mean, we just don't know how.
With the whole recording thing. It's got
So
that-
either it blows up when it hits the door that I arcane lock, or it blows up because somehow we're able to explode it from the inside. Which is possible, but I don't see a whole lot of ways that that can happen unless someone were to wall of force the whole rocket